Hey friends, welcome back to Coffee and Confessions with Malia. I'm Malia, and today I have no coffee. Why? Because I drank it way earlier this morning because I was tired. Why was I tired, you ask? Well, let me tell you. It's because my almost 20-year-old daughter decides that she's gonna go out last night with her friends at work, which, you know what, I was totally cool with it. You're gonna be 20, you're responsible. She doesn't ever go out. Like, seriously, I was super excited that she has friends, like, for real, super excited. Anyway, it's 1:30 and I text her and I'm all, hey, where you at? And she's telling me that she's eating. They had just finished the movie. Okay, that's cool. Then she texts me, I don't know, like 2:15-ish in the morning, let's remember this, to tell me that she's gonna go with her friends to a park. You're gonna go to a park at 2:30 in the morning? So I did what every responsible mother asked. Are you freaking high? Are you trying to get human trafficked? Or are you hooking up with somebody? Because really, no one in their right freaking mind will go to a park to chill at 2:30 in the morning. And so I said, no, get your dumb ass home. Because, again, I was being a responsible mother. And so she said, okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna come home, but I gotta drop my friend off first. Okay, where does your friend live? Oh, I don't know, all the way across the other side of the world. And again, being the responsible mother, I asked, what the heck? Probably didn't use heck, but you know, we're gonna be a little PG-ish here. Were you thinking that you're gonna drive to a part of town that, you know, is a little questionable during daylight hours, but we're gonna do this at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning? Again, are you smoking crack? So she drops the friend off and then she takes her other friend to their car and she drives back home. Mind you, it is now like 3:30 in the morning. And I don't know, maybe it's because she was the responsible high schooler and she didn't really go and do anything as stupid as this, because I was in shock. I mean, she comes in the house, she comes into my room, and I'm like, did you really make smart choices today? Because I'm gonna go with no. And she said the same thing, which, hallelujah, at least she understands that the choices that she made was really dumb. So that kind of goes with my blog that I wrote about this week, and it was really saying how she's gonna be 20 in like 4 days. She's gonna be 20 and she's super responsible. I had her when I was her age. I was trying to figure out, you know, like how I was gonna be a mom, instill all the values and just, you know, mom her. And then she goes and does something so dumb like this. But hey, I guess it's a learning thing, right? How many of us did really stupid things at 19, 20, 16, 17? I don't know. And so what's really funny too is I talked to my mom yesterday, because you know, sometimes you just have to talk to your mom. It doesn't matter how old you are, you just have to talk to her, you know? And so I did. I called her up and I cried, and then I complained, and then I cried some more because, you know, life is hard. It's a struggle on the good days and absolutely nerve-wracking on the bad days. And so we talked, and as always, you know, we got down to the nitty-gritty part of it, and it was, what are you gonna do about it? What can I pray for you? And you gotta put your big girl panties on. And so there are moments when, yeah, you just need your mommy. And it's funny because, you know, she'll offer me her advice, she'll tell me I'm stupid, she'll probably ask me if I was smoking crack, because, you know, that's the responsible mom thing to do. And it's like every time, okay, maybe not every time, but a lot of times I'll get off the phone with her and I will think, oh, I can do this, you know, because moms give their kids the strength and the courage to face whatever giant that's in front of them. And I think a lot of it is because just talking to her or to your mom and knowing that they've got your back and that they're there to support you, it's like you can take on the world. And that's what I needed. Which then brings me to the next part of my vlog. And so this last week and this week, I have two really good friends that are dropping their kids off at college. And oh my gosh, I mean, that's hard. Dropping them off at college was hard. I mean, I remember doing it and I had all this anxiety leading up to that day. And then we cried packing up the car. We did all the things when we got there. And I seriously cried the first hour of our drive home because it's different. You know, you're leaving your kid, your heart, wherever city, whatever college that they're going to, and all you can think of is, did I do everything that I needed to do? Did I prepare them the best way I know how to do this, to life? Because that's what you're doing. You're letting them go to life. And sometimes you wonder, did I really do everything that I could possibly do to make sure that they were equipped to handle whatever it was that was coming their way? And so as I talked to my friends, you know, I told them that you raised amazing children. You did such a good job instilling the values that you needed to instill because their kids came out great. I commended them for that. And I told them that, you know, like everything that you did for them and everything that you've taught them, they're gonna use and they're gonna make the best of the situation. And you're always going to be home. They're always gonna call you, just like how I called my mom. They're always gonna do that. And I recalled all the FaceTime sessions and the numerous texts that I had with my daughter while she was gone. And it's just amazing how when you're growing up and you think, you know everything because, yeah, duh, you do, until you are pushed out into the real world and then you're kind of required to know everything, or at least try to fake it till you make it, know everything. And that's when it hits you that your mom is right, you really don't know everything, and you will be calling her. Yeah, because here I am, 40 years old, and I'm still calling my mommy and crying to her. But that's the good thing, right? Like, you're always, like, that goes back to me saying how after I get off the phone with my mom, I feel like I can face whatever giant's in front of me. And although my daughter made really dumb choices last night, she still called me, texted me, let me know what she was doing, recognized that, yeah, maybe she shouldn't have done that, or was okay with the idea of going to a park at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And if I hadn't instilled the values, or we hadn't had all of the conversations that we had as she grew up, maybe she wouldn't feel comfortable texting me or calling me or saying anything really of substance to me, because I mean, yeah, like, I want to know what's going on in your life. And that, I think, is a struggle that some moms have, and, or should I say, maybe not so much some moms have, but some kids have with their mom. Like, they feel like they can't tell their parents anything or their mom anything. And that's kind of sad, you know, because as moms, we wear so many hats, And I think by far my favorite hat is their cheerleader and greatest fan. And I want to be able to be that person after a venting session, no matter how old they are, and they call me and they vent, or they come over and they vent, and we tackle this problem head on. I want to be that cheerleader, that fan that says, you know what? Yeah, this situation totally sucks. Yeah, you probably did something really stupid and now you're gonna have to suffer the consequences, but you know what? We're gonna do this together. We're gonna face this together. I seriously hope, I pray that, of course, you know, these consequences aren't like a really huge, crazy, life-altering consequences, because really I did a good job momming them as they were growing up. But you know what? Life happens, and sometimes things happen that is beyond our control, and all you can do is stand behind them. My mom did it with me. You know, I didn't always make the best choices, and sometimes the consequences that were handed down weren't so much fun. But I knew always that I could turn to her, because she was my greatest cheerleader. She was my biggest fan. And so, with that being said, I invite you to be your child's biggest cheerleader, greatest fan, no matter what. And I also invite you to follow my blog, Confessions of a Mompreneur, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can do that too. It's Malia Ann. And I will put all of that info up on the little blurby areas down there that you can read and see. But until next week, I hope your week is better, or I shouldn't say is better. I hope your week goes well and that your children make good choices. Until next time, friends. Bye.